So you can see we had some snow, and actually we've had snow for about a little over 2 weeks. We had about 2 feet of snow, which is not unusual, but this was a bad one. Not extremely bad, but bad enough. We used to have like 4 foot of snow, and it would last like a couple of months. Now this has been a little over 2 weeks of snow. So I was having, if you looked at some of my back videos, I was having problems with squirrels overrunning the place. And this is why we didn't have squirrels as bad as we used to, because we had snow like this. Like I say, it was like a 4 foot snow, and it would last a month. And I'm pretty sure that probably starved them out. Now, I don't know how long it takes a squirrel, how long they can last without food and water. Of course, they can eat the snow as they come up to their hole. They can eat the snow for water. But I'm not sure if that gives them enough hydration or not. And our temperatures were below minus. They were in the minuses during the day and at night. And then it would warm up to about 20 degrees. And then it would start snowing again, or raining ice. We had a couple of ice rains. There was some days there I did not make it to work. It was like 4 days. It would let up enough that I could go to work, and then it would start snowing and icing over on my way home. There was a couple of times I wasn't sure if I was going to make it, but only God got me here. And so I would stay home the next day, because they don't scrape our roads here. They don't do much with our roads. Occasionally they'll put some red cinder on our roads. So, you know, people that do have to go to work don't. But a lot of the people that live here work where I work, and they did not come to work. They were like me. It was just too icy to go to work. So I see the one Muscovy flew out of the chicken pen over there. I don't know if she flew out today or when she flew out, but she's over there by those guys. And this little girl's in here by herself. Those hens are staying up there off of the ice. Their pen is getting better. And the duck doesn't mind it as much. And the turkeys don't mind it much. But that's one Muscovy over there. She was in that pen there with the other girls. But to get back with the ice and snow, the female turkey's back there. With the snow, the squirrels wouldn't last, so we didn't have a lot of squirrel problem. Well, we hadn't had any snows like this for probably 8 years, I think. It's been about 8 years. And so now we're just starting to get our normal snows once again. This is really not really normal, but it's been staying, and it's slowly melting. It's 50 degrees, I believe, right now. 48, but close to 50. And you can see that it's melting. You can see the ice and everything all over. The duck's pen still got a little ice in it. So, but this is why we didn't have the squirrels, is because they would get starved out. They probably couldn't figure out where they left their food, for one, because they would dig holes. They would take the grain from the chickens, and then they would bury it. And in the spring, the grain would come up because they didn't get it. But with it being, not a whole lot of snow and stuff, they would still come out and get the feed, so they didn't, you know. But this year, and now I didn't go out back to get the squirrels that were out back. And I'm pretty sure a lot of them came up front here, and that's where I got a lot of them too, is from out back after I, you know, because they travel. They like to visit neighbors. And so they would probably come over from out back and get caught. But I'm pretty sure our squirrel problem is probably pretty solved right now, because I caught 40 of them and replaced them elsewhere. And so I'm pretty sure our squirrel problem is probably solved now because of because there is no the squirrels couldn't get any feed. So anyway, we haven't turned them out because of the snow. We left them in their pen. It's a little easier to we couldn't open the gate. That's what it was. The gate just wouldn't open, so that's why we had to leave them in the pen, because we had so much snow. Had little over 2 feet of snow, so we couldn't get the fence open. But as soon as some more of this melts off, we'll probably start letting them out of their pen again, once again, and letting them do their thing. There's not a whole lot they can do with the snow. I mean, they can't get any bugs or anything, or eat any grass, because it's all covered anyway. And that's what geese like mainly, is the grass. But they're all talking about it, and you can hear them. They're probably wanting out. You can hear them talking about it. So I don't think I'm going to have much of a squirrel problem this year, because of the snow. Turkeys are wanting out. Chickens are wanting out. Everybody's wanting out. The peacock, he's been setting up over there on the truck. Kind of stays out of the snow. My other daughter's truck. She lives in another town, not too far, about 25 miles, 30 miles maybe from here. But the peacock's over there on her truck. She brought that out for us to use, so that my daughter didn't have to, the one that lives with me, didn't have to carry buckets of water. She could put them in the back of the truck and bring them out to the chickens and ducks. But you can see we made trails in the snow. This was quite icy. There was probably maybe 2 or 3 inches of ice on top of this snow, and it's just now that's melted away, and so now this is starting to melt away. The grass that's on top is what they dug up when they were digging up the trail, and that's what the grass you see here. And you can see we're going to have quite a bit of grass this spring. We still have some cold weather coming. We still have February and March, which will probably still bring us some more snow. So this isn't the last of it. I'm pretty sure we'll have more. But this should get rid of our squirrel problem. Like I say, I trapped 40 of them. And I probably included some of the ones in the back field. But I'm pretty sure there was quite a few more. And the neighbors had squirrels in their yards too. So I'm pretty sure this will eliminate any of the squirrels that are here. There will be some survivors. There's always a survivor. That's why the species keeps going. It's because there is always a survivor. And now I can get my owl out here and put it up on the fence over there by the ducks and the geese. My piles of wood will be starting to show up, so I'll be able to get them out. You can see that the juniper berries are all on the ground. As the snow melted, they probably fell, and the snow is melting off of them. And the birds do eat these. I haven't seen the chickens eat them a lot, but I do know the wild birds eat them. So, there's one twine I need. I purchased a sled from Amazon so my daughter could use the sled to bring the buckets of water around. But then my other daughter brought her truck out here, so that worked even better. So this twine I'm going to use, because there's no rope on the sled, I'm going to use to put on the sled. I'll braid it, and I'll put a hand grip on it, so because this is pretty small. My daughter talked about hooking the dogs up to the sled, having them pull it. It's not a dog sled, it's just a regular kid sled for sliding around in ice. But everything seems to be okay. Everybody seems to be happy, to a point. But like I said, there's no use in them coming out because they can't get to the grass anyway. So as soon as it melts more, we'll bring them out and let them graze on the grass. Anyway, please subscribe. Please push the notification bell. Make a comment. Like or not like, push that button. And we'll catch you on the flip side.